Before I start, on behalf of our department and also the TGA, I do want to extend our sincerest condolences to the family of the lady who died in hospital recently. As the Minister indicated, the Vaccine Safety Investigation Group concluded that the case was likely linked to the vaccine. And it's the third case of a report of thrombosis with thrombocytopenia from this vaccine. That means that the prevalence in Australia is similar to that reported in the UK. So the UK has reported about 4 or 5 cases per million. This is about 1 in 300,000 for the Australian situation. Now, clearly we can't describe too many issues relating to the lady's clinical condition for reasons of personal privacy, but as the Minister indicated, she was vaccinated before the decision and the announcement by government that the Pfizer vaccine was preferred for people over 50. The case was particularly complicated to make a call on because the lady had a number of underlying medical conditions. And one of the things that has distinguished almost all, but not every, almost all cases of this unusual rare condition, and it is a very rare condition, 1 in 300,000 or so, from our experience here in Australia, is that there were these antibodies that normally cause the platelets to drop down in their number. These antibodies were missing in her case. So it was quite an atypical case, and this issue is being further examined. Again, there's a further review of a patient's underlying medical conditions. There's a further review of other blood tests and samples from, that were taken in the course of clinical investigations. And also the New South Wales coroner has announced, as again for all cases associated with unexpected death to do with a medicine, a vaccine or accident or misadventure, there will be an inquest, so more will come out during the inquest. The autopsy we expect will be performed early next week, and that may also reveal further information. If the tests, from either the tests or the autopsy show alternative signals coming through, the VC committee will meet again to review those results. So I just want to emphasise that there is comprehensive information available from health professionals and also for patients on how to identify these very rare signals of what is a very rare syndrome, and also for doctors advising what to do if they suspect their patient may have such a case. We do have cases, because of the widespread information on safety issues to do with vaccines in general, we do have a significant number of cases of all sorts of things, such as blood clotting, such as other conditions reported to us. And we have a team working around the clock looking at those. But at the moment, the evidence is that we don't have other cases like this in front of us, but of course things can change day by day. But these remain a very rare number of conditions, a very rare condition. And again, the current advice of the Therapeutic Goods Administration and of ATAGI is that the balance of risk versus benefit, the balance of benefit is positive, particularly for those over 50, because of the very sobering statistic that even though Australia has been protected from COVID and having 910 deaths, 910 sad and tragic deaths, that 99.5% of those deaths are in the over 50s. So the risk and the implications of becoming seriously ill or dying from COVID are so much greater in the over 50s, and that's why the authorities are continuing to encourage vaccination in those populations.